Hey, welcome to another episode of The American Dream. I'm your host, Craig Sowing, the only show that combats negative media by highlighting the amazing real estate and lifestyle in this country. We've got an amazing show for you today covering a global story, national stories, and even local stories from your own backyard. Let's get The American Dream started right now. The American Dream welcomes you to Anguilla.
If I could have the opportunity to come here every other weekend or once a month, I most certainly would.
This is how San Antonio gets down with baseball.
I can't believe that this is a job.
It was just great to explore the island and take the boat ride that we did for the day.
Let's check it out.
You have to take a moment in your life and spend some time on this island.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Part of the American Dream is dreaming big. On today's episode, we're going to visit Anguilla, a little island off of the South Coast where Richard Steinberg, top broker out of New York City, shows us around the Four Seasons. We took the American Dream crew out there. And why? Because part of the American Dream is being able to travel, spend time with your loved ones, even time with yourself. You're going to love what we have to show you about Anguilla. Let's check this out right now. The American Dream for years has been defined as something we achieve through sacrifice, risk-taking, and hard work. But in newer times, people have come to realize that the American Dream is also a matter of time. Time for family, time for friends, time to reconnect with yourself. And Anguilla might just be the ideal place for that. So the question is, if money can't buy you happiness, can it buy you something even more valuable? Time. As we pull up to this Four Seasons, the first thing you think is how beautiful it is.
You come through these big gates, you see these amazing villas, and they park the car, and from there on out, it's golf carts only throughout the resort.
As I'm walking up to the Four Seasons for the first time, I realize I have never seen a resort like this. It's so clean, it's so modern. There's not a door in the hotel or resort. It's just open air. You know, it's a place that like only a climate like this could afford for.
When you walk around the resort, the colors that you see are always like a blended tone of beige, grays, whites, and then that's a backdrop against the turquoise that you see in the ocean and the sky. It almost doesn't look like it's real.
You just get hit with this feeling of just calm and serenity, where you look out over this beautiful ocean and all of a sudden like everything just slows down immediately and you're in paradise.
Something about me and you that makes it work like we do, so unpredictable.
You know, we're bringing Anastasia Ashley along on this trip because Anastasia Ashley has become a voice for beach living and ocean living all over the world. You know, millions of people follow her all over social media as really an expert in what the best beaches, the best surf breaks, the best coastal lifestyle is. And so we thought at The American Dream, bringing Anastasia Ashley into this, we would give people a glimpse not only into the Four Seasons Anguilla, but bring not just experts in real estate, but experts in lifestyle.
The best kept secret in the Caribbean is definitely Anguilla. I've been all over the world, seen so many beaches, and I gotta say that this place definitely lives up to the hype.
We have the most amazing beaches in the world.
What I'm going to do, I think, is take you on a tour.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the show in Anguilla, but let's not forget, it's called The American Dream for a reason. Let's talk about our country. This is a national TV show that highlights cities all across the country. Let's go check out what's happening in your backyard right now.
1888, this organization started, is known as the San Antonio Missions, and on Thursday nights here, it's known as the Flying Chanclas. This is Mama Peño. She has the egg for the ojo. She has the Flying Chancla, and this is how San Antonio gets down with baseball. I'm here with Mark Meyers. He's the Director of Communications with the San Antonio Missions. Thanks for hanging out with us today, Mark.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
So we are a AAA baseball team. What does that mean to San Antonio?
So for those unfamiliar with baseball, it's kind of like a tiered system.
Sure.
So you got the rookie league, you got low A, high A, double A, triple A, and then the major leagues.
Love it.
So we're right there. I mean, we're one step below the major leagues. So
Sure.
you got players going back and forth between the big leagues and us. So that's pretty cool, you know, and guys right there a little bit older than what we've been used to here in San Antonio.
Sure.
A little bit, you know, higher quality of baseball,
Right.
but guys right on the cusp of making it big.
And so we are the AAA team for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Correct.
So now we have people that are coming from that major league team here to San Antonio and back and forth. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got some guys that are, you know, maybe they've been injured, so
Sure.
they're trying to get back healthy. So they make a couple rehab appearances here with us.
Right.
So you know, people that you've seen on TV,
Right.
with the Brewers and other major league teams are here.
I love it.
playing for us.
And the competition's better, so the games I'm sure are better than
Yeah, and there's 16 teams in this league, as opposed to 8 in the
Right.
Texas League for so long. So fans get to see a different, you know, some different opponents and
Sure.
different affiliates, you know, from different teams. So I think that's a pretty cool thing.
I love it. All right, so Bobby and I and most of San Antonio, not most, but a good portion of San Antonio, we're Hispanic, right? And so when we're kids, we got out of line. Our mothers and our grandmothers and our aunts, they did this thing, and you guys kind of captured that. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so the Flying Chanclas de San Antonio is kind of our alter ego.
Sure.
And it started last year around Fiesta time.
Yeah.
And it's part of minor league baseball's Copa de la Diversión, so the Fun Cup is what they call it.
Right.
And it's really for a lot of the markets to really reach out and bring in their Hispanic community. And
Yeah.
obviously, as you mentioned, San Antonio, huge Hispanic community.
Huge.
So the Flying Chanclas really resonated with a lot of people
For sure.
because, like you said, their grandparents, their aunts.
Oh,
you
I
know,
think my grandma can do 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, they can fling it.
Yeah.
And so.
And it has you're sporting it too. It has Fiesta colors, right? It has
Yeah.
the pink and the light blue.
Yes, some you know, light pink, light blue. Got a little bit of yellow in there as
Right.
well. So it's a cool logo. It's a different kind of logo. It really. It's different,
Yeah.
and very unique to San Antonio, and it really resonated with the Hispanic community, which was it's a lot of fun.
We love it. Last but not least, we're Military Town USA here in San Antonio. Talk about what the San Antonio Missions do for our veterans.
Yeah, like you said, you know, military city. You know, a lot of Air Force. We got Lackland Air Force Base right across the street
Right
there.
there,
We're
yeah.
constantly seeing their planes go overhead.
Sure.
We've got the Army as well here. So really, what we do is a couple Wednesdays a year, we have Military Appreciation Night. And so military can come out and show their active IDs, or if they're veterans, they can come out and show their IDs.
Even if they're retired.
Oh yeah, even if they're retired. And they get up to 4 complimentary tickets
Wow.
to the
So-
games for free.
So they can come in for free plus 3 other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring their families as well and not pay a dime.
Love it. So Wednesday nights, Military Appreciation Night, it's random. The Flying Chanclas are on our Thursday night
It's
games.
every Thursday night.
And it's themed with Hispanic music and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've got Hispanic music rather than the different, you know, pop and country.
Yeah.
You know, Hispanic music. So a lot of the players that are Latin players love it because, you know, they get to listen to music that they listened to growing up, which
sure.
is really cool.
Well, Mark, thanks so much for your time. Again, we're here in San Antonio, checking out the San Antonio Missions. That's it for us this week. We'll see you next time with American Dream TV.
All right, let's take it back to the island. Richard Steinberg and David Fallarino, these are 2 power players out of New York City who flew us out to Anguilla to check out this 4 Seasons. It is an amazing property. We talked to the guests, the management team, got to know that area so well, so much fun. And then we jumped on a boat. And that's not all the jumping we did. Let's go check it out. We're
here with José, who's the general manager of the property and the best general manager in the Caribbean. José, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this property, and I know you stay here personally, and what makes it so amazing, and how do you do it?
Well, it's no secret that people love coming to Anguilla because we have the most amazing beaches in the world, but what makes it really special are the Anguillans. The Anguillans have a big heart, and generations of visitors have continued to come to Anguilla because they made connections with the people here. Yeah. And they keep coming back because they want to continue to see those people and see their kids and see how they've grown throughout the years. And they feel like they're part of family. So one of the things that we like to say for our property is, we want you to feel like you belong.
The Four Seasons brand is always something that you know you can trust, but this is beyond ridiculous. Walking down the pathway, we're going to go to the Sunset Lounge. Look at this. No walls, no doors. Everywhere you look is the blue ocean. We're at Meads Bay, where it meets Barnes Bay, two of the most beautiful beaches in the entire Caribbean. Crazy, right? You can swim here, you can snorkel, you can go further out and scuba dive. You can even have lunches on some of the sandbars.
The Four Seasons is incredible and has a stellar reputation all over the world. Well, why is that? Because like here in the Caribbean, their hard work is put into making sure your time is entirely your own. Their core belief is that life is richer when you truly connect to the people and the world around you. David Fallarino talked to a couple of the resort guests to see what they thought about Anguilla.
I'm Andrew Newfield. This is my new wife, Erin Newfield.
Hi.
What we love most is, so we're obviously on a honeymoon, and the exclusivity, the untouched beaches, everything's beautiful. It lends itself to be a very nice, remote, relaxing vacation.
And from New York, this is so easy to get to.
Correct.
So convenient.
Yes.
Very easy. Flying direct back into JFK, so.
Amazing.
Nice and easy.
So it's our mum's 60th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so her friends picked it. Tonight we're heading to Banky Banks to hopefully see some great live music.
Oh, that's the best place on the island.
Oh, awesome.
We're here at the Four Seasons Residences. Richard Steinberg is the head of sales here. He's going to take us on a tour. Right now we're entering this 4-bedroom villa. This is on the beach, on a cliff. It is absolutely insane. Let's go inside and check everything out.
Welcome, so come on in. What I'm going to do, I think, is take you on a tour. But let's start with the entertaining floor. So you have your swimming pool and your jacuzzi. You have multiple terraces that overlook your entertaining outdoor area. Check out the private beach access. Gives you unlimited access to these miles and miles of beach.
Anguilla's laid-back culture is second to none, and we decided to take full advantage of it by taking a boat tour around the island and enjoying the views while in good company with loved ones.
I'm making memories with you. All of the stupid things we do. We may be young, but we are wild and free, making memories.
We made a pit stop at a spot famous for cliff diving. However, not all of us were brave enough to try.
I don't think I have to tell you that I didn't do it because there's no way. I'm afraid of heights. So I didn't do it. But even to watch the people climb up and jump is really cool.
Somebody had the bright idea of jumping off of a cliff. I didn't do it. I didn't partake. It was high.
You know, I'm scared to jump off the cliff. I don't know if it's because, you know, I've got a little bit of a dad bod this year, or it's because I'm not 100% certain that I can jump off a 50-foot cliff and land feet down.
Of course I jumped off the cliff. You only live once. Look, if Anastasia Ashley can do it, and Randee Sowers, my fiance, can do it, I sure as hell am gonna climb up on that cliff and jump off. Yeah, I second guessed it every step of the way, but it was a cool experience, and the water was warm, so I jumped in. It was fun.
I'm making memories with you. All of the stupid things we do. We may be young, but we are wild and free, making memories.
After a long day on the boat, it's time for some lunch. And what better place to do it than Sandy Island? This island opened in 1984 and was originally just a little shack with a basic grill and a cooler to keep the drinks cold. Today, Sandy Island has a fully functional bar where you can get all the well-made rum punches you want, and the seafood is freshly caught same day and straight to the grill.
Jojo, where are we? Sandy Island. Sandy Island. Got some mahi-mahi, some crayfish, and some shrimp. Jojo, what's the authentic Caribbean cuisine? Crayfish. Crayfish? Yeah, indigenous Samoa. And who comes through here? Everybody. Stars, singers, basketball players, football players, everybody. And the only way to get here is by boat. By boat.
I love being with the American Dream team down there.
You know, the American Dream takes great care in making sure that the people telling the stories are the people who are really close to the story.
Well, I can't tell you how much we enjoyed our time in Anguilla. Look, part of the American Dream is being able to spend quality time with your loved ones, and that's exactly what we did. Also, for us, it's about sharing the story with you and inspiring you. That's my hope with this show. Don't forget, though, the American Dream is about highlighting real estate and lifestyle in our cities all across the country. Let's take a look at your next local market update in your city.
Hey guys, here we are in 930 West Craig Avenue in Beacon Hill subdivision, just north of San Antonio. Beacon Hill is one of San Antonio's first planned unit developments. This home was built in 2017. It's 1,558 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathrooms, 3-story home with 2 outdoor living spaces. Let's check it out. So here we are in the home. The first thing you're gonna notice as you approach the home is the glass panel garage doors. And as you come in, you're gonna notice the polished concrete floors, a full bedroom, and a full bath downstairs for guests. On the second floor, what you'll notice is gonna be the open floor plan, the high ceilings and the hand scraped floors. Taking a look at the kitchen, you do have the stainless steel appliances and backsplash, very stylish, up to date. And my favorite part of this floor plan is actually the outdoor living space on the second and third floors. Being that we're at the top of the hill on Beacon Hill, you do have unobstructed views of the city and the skyline. One of the things that I like about this neighborhood so much is definitely the location. You're so close to downtown, yet you're not in the middle of all the hustle and bustle. It's a very quiet atmosphere, but you are close enough to all the restaurants, shopping, and even the freeways. I'd love to show you guys one of my favorite parts of this home. It's one of the outdoor living spaces on the 3rd floor. Follow me. So this home here in particular is priced in the 300s. It's a great value. To get a private showing or to get more information on any of the homes that we have for sale in the area, give us a call. You can always contact the trade group. That's it for us here at the American Dream. I'm Bobby Cortez.
Well, that's all for today's episode of The American Dream, where we took you global. We went to Anguilla off of the South Coast. Hope you enjoyed the time on the island like we did. Today's show is also about teaching you something even more in-depth. It's about time. Time is your most valuable asset. We got to spend quality time with power players out of New York City and Richard Steinberg, his wife Reneé, David Fallarino, his wife Paula, Seth O'Byrne, Jessie O'Byrne, and my fiance Randee. We all got to spend some quality time together. Money cannot buy you happiness, but time, it is your most valuable asset. Make sure you invest it wisely. That is the essence of the American dream. As we part here today, check out some highlights from our trip, and we'll see you next week.
So my favorite part about Anguilla has to be the Four Seasons Sunset Lounge, which may be my favorite outdoor place at any hotel in the world that I've been to. I mean, this place is magical. You just go there, you hang out with friends, you can eat, you can drink, watch the most beautiful sunset, which it seems like in the world, and it is magical.
I loved being with the American Dream team down there. As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the best lifestyle programs I've ever seen, forget being associated with. And I think it just, if it makes sense, gave me a little bit of a calmer outlook on life because the place was just so beautiful.
You know, this is such an exciting way to market new projects like this because, you know, the American Dream takes great care in making sure that the people telling the stories are the people who are really close to the story. It's not a third-party show where we talk about what someone else did. When we flew down to Anguilla, we experienced everything that we talked about. And we did so with the manager of the hotel and the bartender of the hotel and the families that live across the street from the resort. You know, we really got into the culture, and I feel like we're reporting back firsthand what it's really like. And that level of authenticity, I think, is something it's sort of rare in the media landscape, and it's really important.
Definitely come down for yourself, see what the hype's all about, because you know why? Don't take it from me, I've just been to every beach in the world, and this is on my top 10.
I really like the way the Four Seasons was designed. Now, the entire island's amazing because you really do feel unplugged. I mean, here in the U.S., we're so plugged in. We got our phones and our laptops, and it's just this 24/7 thing. You go there, and life just slows down dramatically. And what the Four Seasons does is they really bring the essence of that. So can money buy you happiness? No, it can't. But you work hard, and hopefully that can afford you some more time with your loved ones. And time is your most valuable asset.